How did Jimmy Garoppolo, by the way, look today? You know, the Raiders are a team that don't have their quarterback of the future. How did Jimmy look? How did Hoyer look? How did their Purdue rookie look? Did you get a chance to see any of the Raider QBs today in action?
I didn't get a chance to see. I didn't get a chance to see the rookie O'Connell.
Aiden
That's the rookie
O'Connell,
yeah, and he's out of from Purdue.
right?
I didn't get a chance to see him. I did get a chance to see Garoppolo and a little bit of Brian Hoyer, who is their backup. Brian Hoyer still looks like the guy that was throwing interceptions for the 49ers. He had a pick six today. Threw it right to our guy Taylor Hawkins, the safety that I think we both like a lot. That's really, I think he's been having a heck of a camp. Threw it right to him, and Hawkins grabbed it, took it the other direction. Jimmy Garoppolo, shit, he looked like Jimmy Garoppolo. He was dealing in the parts that we got to see. Now, again, I didn't see everything because they were so far away. But when they came onto that middle field and they were doing some of the move the ball stuff, I saw him with this. I saw him hitting throws. Then I saw him out there working the offense against the 49ers starting defense in a hurry up, move the ball situation. And I saw him go 6 of 7, driving right down the field with a touchdown throw to Austin Hooper. And it just looked like Jimmy Garoppolo, the same Jimmy Garoppolo that was doing that as the quarterback for the 49ers, except for he was doing it with the Raiders. Remember, it's not like he's over there he's not like he's playing with a bunch of no names either. Austin Hooper's a hell of a tight end.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams is one of the best wide receivers in the game. When they get Josh Jacobs back, if they're able to work out his contract, that's a really good running back. The Raiders have a really good offense for Jimmy Garoppolo to put up numbers. In terms of wins and losses, the defense is going to have to come through for him. But Jimmy Garoppolo looked like Jimmy Garoppolo looked last year with the 49ers when he was playing the best ball we've seen him play. But that was only two series and really one full series. And I think that whether it's myself or a lot of the other people that are out there watching today, that's really most of what we're going to be talking about is just one or two series.
How did Javon Hargrave look? I heard Hargrave had a sack at Jimmy G today.
I didn't see that. It was hard because of where we're sitting and all the guys that are in front of us. When I say guys, I'm talking about the players, the Raiders players along the sideline, and they were so far away. It was really hard to get a good read on the defensive line compared to like when we're standing right there, and I can really just focus in on the line and then take my eyes off of that to see what's going on downfield for the quarterback. So I didn't see that. Unfortunately, I missed that. The one time though that I did notice a guy getting where it would have been a sack was Austin Bryant coming around the edge. He would have absolutely lit up Brian Hoyer if he had a chance.
Well, that's good to hear because Bryant's a key guy, and he was starting to come on. We talked to him just the other day, and I'm encouraged that maybe Bryant can give them a little edge rush because they badly need it. I heard Miles Hartsfield had a pick six of Brian Hoyer today. Did you get a chance to see that at all?
I didn't see Hartsfield with a pick six. The only the pick six that I saw was Taylor Hawkins. Taylor Hawkins had a pick six that took it the other way. I'm not sure if maybe somebody misidentified that, but it was 41 on the interception.
How about Purdy? What did Purdy look like? The final numbers, I mean, you can debate them. Some people have 11 of or 10 of 15. Other people have 11 of 16. But an interception, and I guess he threw a couple touchdowns in the red zone. Maybe one of them to CMC. What did supposedly hooked up with CMC on a touchdown, and it led to a brief Niner Raiders scuffle. Did you see that at all?
I thought it was an interesting day for Purdy. He started off hot and then kind of had it's one of those deals where he started off really good, had a couple of really nice throws to open up, and then I felt like he kind of struggled a little bit. I only have him down for one touchdown. It was a throw to McCaffrey in the red zone that it was in the left flat. McCaffrey was able to catch it and turn it up and get into the end zone. The other one that was ruled that some people have called a touchdown, it was a little screen out to the right side. The reason I didn't consider it a touchdown was because there was whistles blowing pretty quickly once he started to get past the initial wave. It was a little screen out to the right. It was going to be a nice gain. I don't know if it's a touchdown without the whistles because pursuit angles and all that kind of stuff. But you look through Purdy's day. He started off hot. He kind of fizzled out a little bit from there. He was just looking at his numbers real quick. He was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 with a touchdown to open up. Then he went through a little bit of a downturn, and then this is where training camp stats you got to take him with a grain of salt, right? Because he got his opportunity in the move the ball during the no like the hurry up session that they had. It was the last one of the day. He only was 4 of 9. That doesn't look good, right? 4 of 9 doesn't sound good, but he moved the offense down the field, had a couple of completions, followed by a couple of incompletions. 3rd and 10, he completes it, and then there's another first down throw, a spike, and then a couple of incompletions to finish off. So, I don't know exactly what the hard part about it is, because we're where we were, we couldn't see the scoreboard with the time and stuff. So I'm not sure why they stopped the drive, because the last incompletion came on first and 10. So I'm not sure if they ran out of time or if they just wanted to get the next group on. I thought
Did
again, I thought he was okay. It wasn't. I didn't think he was bad. I don't think he was good. I thought he was okay. It was one of those training camp practices where you make some. Also, I do have to say this when it comes to the positive with Brock Purdy. We talk a lot about his velocity and where he is with his arm. He had a route today. He threw an out to Brandon Ayuk today. It was about 15 to 20 yards, about 15, I guess, to the right side. And that is as strong of a throw as I've seen from Brock Purdy since he's come back. It was one of the few times where we've seen him throw a deep out and throw it right just rip it in there. And it was a really nice ball. That one I could see pretty good because with the defense had slid down the field a little bit further, so we got a better view of it. And that I would say that was a really nice throw when you look at where he is coming back and the velocity that he was able to put on that, because that's a big boy throw.
Brock, we're not going to see Brock Sunday, right? Who do you think starts? You think Lance starts?
I would start Trey Lance if I was Kyle Shanahan. I would put Trey Lance on the field first, and then I would probably I'm not
Play
sure
him a
how.
half, or I mean, I'd like to see him play a significant amount of time.
I would almost, to be fair to the two guys, because you can't keep that second team offensive line on the field for the entire game. I would almost do kind of like what they did last year.
Series by series kind of a thing?
Yeah, in Minnesota last year, that's what they did. They went series by series between Sudfeld and Purdy. I'd almost do something like that, just make sure that they're getting reps with the same offensive line and that kind of thing, and let them play it out. That's the direction I would go. But I would start with I think Lance has earned the right to be the first guy on the field.
I do too, and I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him get an extended run, and just see what he can establish a little rhythm. I mean, that's if you want to say, what has camp not allowed for. It doesn't allow any quarterback to really get into a rhythm. If it's going to take you 5, 6, 7 snaps to get into a rhythm, well, you're not going to get into a rhythm in training camp, because how many times in camp are you going to get 5 or 6 or 7 snaps in a row? Usually you're going 4 snaps and you're going out, or you're moving the ball, move the ball drill, and the whole thing could be 10, 12 snaps. So it's like the one thing, I mean, Brock, I think that we've seen a couple times in the team drill get into a little bit of a rhythm, and you can see it. I think I saw Darnold get into rhythm maybe one day. I don't know that I've seen Trey really get into a rhythm, and that's what I'd love to see in this first preseason game.